Hello to everyone. Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to do a message specifically for the Divine Feminine. Now, this message is for those of you out there who are feeling a very strong pull when it comes to your Divine Masculine. Whether you have met this person and you're aware of who your Divine Masculine is, or you have not met them, but you're just feeling the energy of your partner being close. um, it can become very emotionally, some people describe it as being draining, which I'm aware of that energy. But I want to tell you all before I begin channeling the energy, because this message is going to be very different, but this is going to help. That's why I'm entitling this, Has the Divine Feminine Lost Her Mind? Because many of you out there are starting to question yourself. Well, is this really my person? Am I really feeling what I believe I'm feeling? And is this person even interested, or are they aware of how I feel? Am I really picking up on their emotions at this time? And you might find yourself just trapped in your own head, just constantly thinking about your Divine Masculine. And I want to just give you all some, to try to soothe you a little bit at this time, and to bring you the clarity that you need. And also to remind you that no, you're not crazy. No, you're not losing your mind. We are in the age of Aquarius, and you being the Divine Feminine, many of the, is there is this shift that has taken place where the Divine Feminine is generally awakening faster than the Divine Masculine. And I feel like that's largely because the Divine Feminine are the healers, the nurturers, the creators. And so we awaken first so that we can project that healing energy first for ourselves, and then we project it out there into the universe for others. And specifically, though, also for your Divine Masculine, or for the collective Divine Masculine energy. And we do this to help to awaken them. And so that veil between the physical and the spiritual is very thin. So I want to remind you all that being the Divine Feminine, you possess the power to alchemize any energy, remembering that if your emotions feel low, or if you feel like they're drained, that's only a part of the illusion, because the reality is your cup should be overflowing. The more that you heal, you have a cup that overflows. So you're always in a position to replenish yourself. When you're aware of your divine connection to the Most High, your spiritual team, nature, and the universe, your cup is always overflowing, because our existence there is infinite, okay? Infinite energy, infinite beautiful energy that you can draw in on, and use to clear your energy, to balance your energy. Is you always have access to it as the Divine Feminine. So you should never feel drained when you're thinking about your Divine Masculine. But I understand that the emotional waves can come through, because you are picking up on their energy and some of the things that they may be going through. But in that moment, whatever you're picking up on, if it hurt, if it makes you feel a little saddened, it could be because they're going through some issues where they might be suppressing those emotions, and you're feeling it, okay? And so telepathically, there is communication that is happening between the Divine Masculine and Feminine. And I feel like the Divine Feminine is much more sensitive to this energy at this time. So I want to channel the energy today. I want to use music. We're going to listen to some lyrics. I'm going to pull the cards, and whatever just intuitively comes through me as a vessel, I want to speak to you all in regards to what is the telepathic communication that is happening between the Divine Masculine and Feminine. What are you as a Divine Feminine picking up on and feeling? So I'm just going to let random songs play, okay? And we're going to talk, we're going to pull the cards, and we're just going to have a relaxing conversation, Divine Feminine. So, of course, if some masculines decides to join, I just suggest that y'all take a seat in the back, because this is all about the Divine Feminine at this time. So let's go ahead and get right into it, okay? So I'm going to press play, and hopefully the music, I don't want it to be disruptive. I want you to be able to hear it as well. Um, so let's just pick up on the energy, the collective energy. So this first song that's playing right now is Escape the Arms of the One Who Loves You. Some of the Divine Masculine are running from their feminine, and maybe even still drawn to karmics at this time. They're going through some pain at this time. And so I feel like the divine feminine is definitely expressing that we're always going to be here, or at least in this season, we're still here, and that they still have access to be nurtured and cared for. And that we're not going to part from them. We always have this divine connection. So, in other words, run to the arms of the one who loves you, knowing that the divine feminine, you are the one that loves your masculine. The karmic may be there for other motives. I want the best for you. Many of y'all, if you was born in the 80s, I'm an 80s baby. Y'all know this song. Some of the masculine are very emotional. They're crying. And so I feel like if you yourself as the feminine have been emotional and crying, it's because you are picking up on the pain that the masculine is going through at this time. They're starting to feel a strong pull to you as the divine feminine as well. They are picking up on your energy. So let me see what comes out with the cards while we're listening to this song. What is the message telepathically that is being communicated? I'm just going to randomly pull a card that comes through. Okay. Look at this, y'all. The Judgment. So many of the masculine are in this energy of wanting another chance, okay? I feel like they're coming out of this energy of confusion. The clouds, the cloudiness that they used to have is starting to dissipate, okay? Their vision is becoming more clear in terms of the people that they've been dealing with, specifically though the karmics. And I feel like they're starting to gain an understanding even when it comes to like their spiritual belief systems. They don't want to release you as the divine feminine. They're not going to watch you go and be with someone else. If you watch this video, I suggest you pull this song up and watch the actual video. This divine masculine here, he came busting through the doors while this divine feminine was getting ready to marry off to someone else. But that connection, it never ended. So it's this energy of they're ready to come and get their divine feminine. They want another chance, okay? They want to revive this thing. Let's see what else. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. They're still gaining some clarity about some things, though, and I'm also feeling like the communication is not there. Many of the divine masculine are not currently communicating with their divine feminine. Now, telepathically, is it still there? Yes. But I feel like in the physical, the communication is not there between the divine masculine and feminine. And so that can make it even, even harder if you've already connected with this person. You know who they are, but they've withdrawn themselves from communicating with you. Now, let me see what's coming on next here. So this is called All Cried Out by Allure. This is another song that was back in like the 90s. Don't talk about me with my singing, y'all. Inside I'm slowly. I remember this one. I haven't heard it in a minute. A lot of crying is happening for the divine feminine. Don't you know my tears will burn the pillow? A lot of crying at night. Up thinking about the divine masculine. All I needed was a simple hello. So she's saying this So the divine feminine is like, well, I just want you to communicate with me. The divine masculine is not communicating. And so this license plate on this video actually has 111. So you might have been seeing multiples of 1, whether it's 1111, because that is the twin flame number, 1111, or 111. There is a new beginning that is happening here. But I feel like the divine feminine, with this song saying all cried out, it's like you're tired of crying, okay? You're wanting to step back into your power, into your strength at this point. So let's see what is being channeled through this song. Let me see what the masculine is saying. Look at this. Three of swords in the reverse. This is exactly what the song is saying. All cried out, but it's in the reverse. So it's like, I don't want to holler anymore. I don't want to scream. I don't want to cry anymore. The divine feminine is tired of crying. The divine masculine recognizes that he's wrong. Hey, this is taking me back, y'all. So yes, you was the one that left me neglected. That's what they just said. Okay, yeah. And the divine masculine just said, I'm so sorry. So there is this energy of the divine masculine wants to apologize, but the feminine is, y'all tired out there. You're tired of crying. You're wanting to take your power back and to step back into your strength. And you felt neglected by your masculine. So again, this song is all about coming out of this energy of tears and being heartbroken and carrying this pain with you. With this coming out in the reverse, yes, all cried out. So that song is Allure, all cried out over you. Let's see if there's any other message that should be coming out here. So yeah, the divine masculine wants to apologize. They realized they was wrong dealing with these karmics. I do see that. And I feel like for the feminine, this might be the most pain that you've gone through in terms of being disconnected from your divine masculine. It's a very painful feeling, but at the same time, it's very important, like I said in the beginning, to know how to alchemize that energy. Keep yourself balanced, pour back into yourself, okay? And send that loving energy out there towards your masculine in spite of whether they're communicating with you or not. Because you got to remember, this is bigger than us as individual couples. This is a, universal thing where the masculine and feminine energy needs to remain balanced at all times. So that's what we're working on getting back to. And so you want to make sure that your own personal masculine and feminine within you is balanced. So let's see what else is coming out next, y'all. Now this is Karen White. I'm not really familiar with this particular song. I know, so I'll just listen and see what it says. As y'all can tell by my playlist, I tend to listen to songs that's from back in the day. I'm not really, I don't even know what's going on the radio right now, to be honest with you. So this is called Can't Stay With You. No, Can I Stay With You by Karen White. So this one is more sexual, okay? So I guess the divine feminine, it seems like maybe you're fantasizing about being with your masculine, which is that sexual energy is very powerful between the true divine masculine and feminine because it's a very healing energy. remember this song. Okay, I haven't heard it in a long time. So the divine feminine recognizes that the sexual chemistry is very strong between herself and her masculine. If you have not connected with your masculine in that way, then it's like you just know. If the emotional chemistry and the telepathic chemistry is that strong, then of course the sexual chemistry is going to be off the charts. So I have the moon here at the bottom of the deck for this song. I feel like this indicates that many of you it's still a mystery to you in terms of what this interaction with your masculine is like, okay? Because let's just face it, most of the couples, divine masculine and feminine, have not come together, okay? Because there's been a lot of karmic relationships that have stood in the way, as well as healing that needed to happen before these unions can actually come together in a physical. So I do feel like there's a mystery when it comes to what that might be, what that interaction that experience may be like. Okay. She said, I want to give it all to you more than you could ever expect me to. So, I mean, obviously, I hope everybody here is 18 or over, but if you're not, turn it off, okay? Can I stay with you? Okay. So let's see, what is the message here? What is this? So obviously, can I stay with you for the rest of my life? It's like the feminine, it sounds like, okay, you recognize that this is your person. You can't imagine yourself being with anyone else. Now, when the songs come on that's more catered to like a male that's singing a song, because so far we've had all women singing. When a man comes on, then I'm going to automatically see that as being a message coming from the masculine to the feminine. So then we'll channel and see what the energy is for that. But comment below, y'all. Let me know if any of these songs, if you've been hearing any of these songs specifically, or if any of these have been on repeat on your playlist, because then it will be, it'll just verify that this is the energy that's being projected collectively. So let me know. But in terms of this song, what is being said here? So yeah, Six of Swords in the reverse. That's that energy of, can I stay with you for the rest of my life? I'm not going nowhere. Six of Swords is in the reverse. In the upright, this is a woman who has her bags packed and she's moving into a different direction. And so this song just verifies, okay, can I stay with you for the rest of my life? This is where I'm at. I'm here to stay, okay? I'm putting the bags down. Let me stay with you, for all time, right? So let's see what else is coming out for this. Look at that, the Lovers. But the Lovers is in reverse. So I feel like, obviously this is that passionate energy that the two of you would share with one another, okay? But coming out in the reverse, I feel like the feminine, you don't want to leave, but you also recognize that your masculine needs to release themselves from some karmic partnerships. But this can also be you as the feminine who might be still stuck in a karmic partnership, needing to release yourself in order to connect with your divine masculine. But I feel like this could also indicate that you have not come together in that way in terms of sexually. So, okay, so that's what's coming out here. So let's see what's coming on next here. So this is Toni Braxton. Another sad love song. So some of y'all have been listening to some sad love songs, wrecking your brain like crazy. So you're thinking about your partner. Same love song. So you might have had something on repeat lately. Okay. My hopes too is that this will actually uplift the spirits of the divine feminine, so that you can recognize that we can use these this energy. It doesn't have to be draining. It doesn't have to bring you down and keep you in a sad mood. You can feel uplifted by being able to say, okay, I have this connection with my masculine. Even though we're not physically interacting, we still have this strong connection telepathically in the spiritual realm. That's a gift, okay? That's definitely a gift. And so you want to see it as that rather than seeing it in a negative way. So let me see. So that was just a quick little snippet. Okay, so now we got, so I don't know, some of you might be hip to Jaheim. This song is called Remarkable. I used to have the CD. From first sight, that first night, I knew instantly that you'd be the one for me. Deep down in my heart, baby. Oh, yeah. Iceberg hidden wallabies. Okay. Asked you if you like a drink. So some of you all might be reminiscing on when you first met your masculine. Couldn't believe you'd even talk to me. So it sounds like a situation of like love at first sight. So it's like you right away you recognize this person as being someone who was a past life soulmate, or if you did not know how to describe it in those terms, because maybe you wasn't fully awakened when you met them, you just felt this very familiar feeling with this person whenever you met them. And so I never want to let you go. My heart, my mind, you make me whole. Okay, so this is the masculine. Girl, I know I put you through some things. That ain't never gonna change now. So the masculine recognizes, look, you're part of me. No, you're all of me. Holding this here ring. Some of the masculine are thinking about proposing. Hey. So let's pull the cards and see what's coming out with this song. They love everything about you from head to toe. Your masculine is in love with you, okay? They said you're so incredible. But specifically, he spoke about pulling out a ring, putting a ring on it, okay? So it sounds to me like the masculine, they recognize that there's no one else out here that's comparable to you as the feminine, okay? Even if they are in a karmic situation, they recognize that they're not going to find someone else like you, or they're not going to, there's no other connection that will compare. Baby, you're an angel, heaven sent me. So they see you as being an angel, okay? They see you as being an earth angel, divine feminine. Look, he said, will you marry me? Okay, so some of y'all are going to be getting proposed to. Look at this. They want to, you know, get rid of the competition. There's no one else like you. There's no other, they want to get rid of the competition, okay? 5 of Wands in the reverse. And if there's been any conflict, they want to come out of conflict. They want to come out of mental conflict about you, okay? It's like they've made up their mind. Look at this. The Magician. So this is that energy of using all of the tools that they have to bring this connection together. So they are definitely doing what's necessary to manifest and to project the energy out there that says, I'm calling on my soulmate. I'm calling on my divine feminine. And so I feel like with this song being, you know, Jaheim, which is a masculine energy, even though there is a female singing in this song, I feel like the overall message is the masculines are ready to step it up, okay? They're ready to step it up. They want to put in the work, okay, to make this happen between you two. Look at this. King of Pentacles. I told you that's somebody who's loyal. That dog next to him, that means loyalty. He wants to come in and be the provider. He wants to support you. He wants to be loyal to you. He wants to protect you. And he's becoming much more wise. Every day it looks like the masculine is becoming more and more wise. So let's see what's coming on next now. We Can't Be Friends by Deborah Cox. Okay, what y'all know about this? So now I'm starting to pick up on duets between masculine and feminine. So we're singing to each other. So some of y'all was only friends. You never actually had a relationship. Or you did have a relationship, because he said just months ago I was your man. So some of you, you were in a relationship, but now it's like you're in this friendship energy. He's trying to compose himself. That's what he's saying. But I just can't get over you. He can't get over you. The friendship thing is not cutting it for your divine masculine. He's looking at your photos. If you watch this video, he's looking at your photos. I feel like the divine masculine is also in hermit mode. He's spending a lot of time alone. I'm still in love with you. Okay, so if you think that just because they're not communicating, that they're not in love, that's not true. I don't know what year this was made, but Deborah used to be everything back in the day, okay? So with the Four of Swords coming out in the reverse, it's showing me that healing has happened and the divine masculine is ready to come out of the shadows. You can't just see him as being another lover from your past. You can't put him in a category with your exes. It's just, it doesn't compare. So I can see the strong pull that's happening with the divine masculine and feminine, where if you're no longer together because you actually had a relationship, that whole friendship thing is not working. It's not working for you and it's not working for your masculine. So even though it may be unspoken, both of you are still in love with one another. You may see me staring or catch me in a daze. He's looking at your photos a lot. But there's a stubbornness here. All right. Both of you are very passionate about one another, okay? So if there's a separation that has happened between the two of you, it's just this energy of being stubborn because nobody wants to be the first to make the first move, but both of you are really missing one another just as much as the other person is. I'll never ever find another love like you is what they just said. So let me see what's to come from this song. Deborah Cox, We Can't Be Friends. Look at this. Wanting to make an offer, but feeling like, you know, this is like a page offer, something very small, a very small offer here. But see, what's peeking through here, though, is the Five of Pentacles, which is showing me that energy of feeling left out in the cold, okay? And knowing that this small offer is not nearly enough because the two of you love one another too much to just be making small offers of friendship or, you know, maybe a text here or there, or, you know, a hello if you're passing one another by, you know, if you see one another on a regular basis. So there is the energy of missing the other person. Let's see what this is. This is Jennifer Hudson, If This Isn't Love. Most people know this song. I really love him 'cause he's everything I want. He listens to me, cares for me, so I truly believe God sent me an angel. You also see your masculine as being an earth angel. See, she's saying I can be dreaming or just plain crazy. And so that's why I named this title, Has the Divine Feminine Lost Her Mind? Because it's like, are you dreaming? Is it an illusion? Are you losing your mind? Are you crazy for how you feel? Is it really love? If it's not love, then tell me what it is. That's what Jennifer Hudson is saying. That's what the Divine Feminine is saying at this point. What is this? What is this feeling that I'm having? What is the strong pull that I'm having to this person? If it's not love, then what is it? Okay? So let's see what's coming through this message. So this is the thing. I got these two cards here. King of Wands in reverse and the Five of Swords. Trying to figure out, okay, if this isn't love, because the divine masculine is not taking action right now. He's very withdrawn right now. And there is like this, petty behavior that's happening right now. There's still some energy of being in the ego, maybe manipulating situations here, and definitely withdrawing. And so it's like, if this isn't love, then what is it? Because the song is saying, I know I ain't crazy. I know I ain't tripping. I know I ain't slipping. I know that it's love. Okay, that's what she just said. Hey, so that's the thing. If it isn't love, tell me what it is. Because even though you're withdrawn, even this is what the masculine is doing, okay? They're manipulating. They're, acting as if they're not interested. They've withdrawn themselves, okay? Some of them are just not feeling as confident. They're having some insecurities and they're projecting those insecurities off onto the divine feminine at this time. And so in spite of their actions, as much of a headache as it is, okay? As much of a headache as it is for the divine feminine, it's still this energy of, again, am I dreaming? Am I just crazy? Because I still love you. I still feel your energy, and so what is this? And so that's what the feminine energy is saying here. So let's see. So there is the Nine of Wands in the reverse. There's this energy of being ready to just let go and release. I feel like the divine feminine is saying, okay, this is the type of energy that you're bringing. You're being petty. You're being manipulative. You're not taking action. You seem disinterested. And I see a few number fives that have come out lately. So there's a lot of changes that's happening between the relationships, okay? Maybe a chaotic energy. And so the Nine of Wands is in a reverse. There is this energy of I've held on long enough, so I'm ready to release. But at the same time, while I'm releasing, tell me what this is. Am I crazy? So that's what I'm picking up from that. So now we have here Keisha Cole and Capable, which seems fitting after what we just saw. So we see that the divine masculine is doing, manipulating, maybe playing some games with the feminine. It's time to grow up. Listen to that. I embarrass myself enough. 'Cause I wouldn't leave you. Even my family know the truth. Yeah, you've taken me under, round in circles like you know you do. I've called on my brothers. They said don't call me till you know you're really through. Okay. But every time One more try. Okay. So it's definitely this energy of being fed up. So if you're dealing with a masculine who's taking you round and around in circles when it comes to emotionally, you feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster or a wave here. You're looking at him like, are you even capable? Are you capable of loving me? Um, and so there is this energy of strong resistance. Next time you call, my number will be changed. Some of y'all have actually blocked or changed your number on them because they're being petty. Okay. You're ready to release. Okay. Every time it feels like this could be the last time. So it's still this energy of not fully releasing. Yeah. So there is this energy of questioning. Should you give it another try? So you're not 100% pulled out, but you are done with putting in the energy and the effort. It's like if the divine masculine continues to withdraw his energy and he does not take action towards you, and he maintains this type of behavior pattern of just being manipulative and trying to win at all costs because of his own insecurities, you are ready to just release and give up. That doesn't mean that that emotional connection is not still there and that you don't still feel one another's energy, but it's definitely this energy of the divine feminine. It's like I'm about ready to let go of this and move forward in a different direction. um so some of you all may be open to new connections coming into your life because at this point you feel like it's been a cycle, a repeat cycle, and that this person is incapable of giving you the love that you've been given to them. Yeah. Let me pull another card for this song, Incapable. So a lot of y'all are fed up out there, and I understand why based on the behavior pattern that's been shown through these cards for some of the masculines. Look at this, because a lot of them have been ghosting, maybe leaving you out in the cold, isolating the relationship or isolating you. And so there is this energy of, like I said, a lot of the masculines are in hermit. Uh-oh, wait. So what we have coming out next is escape, work me slowly. Okay. So it looks like in spite of the isolation, some of the divine feminine are, still feeling that energy of, passion for the masculines. Some of y'all know these, escape. Most people that was born in the 80s and 90s know about it. I got love on my mind. I'm in the mood now. Okay. And whenever you're ready. Oh. Okay. So y'all already know what this is about. Okay. A lot of sexual energy. So I feel like, in spite of the disconnect, there's a strong passion. And I feel like the passion tends to bring the connections back together, especially for those of you who have connected with your masculine on that level. Okay. You might be desiring to, reconnect again. So we won't put too much emphasis on that one. Okay. Let me just see what's going on here with this song. Work me slow. Okay. So some of y'all are ready to be worked out slowly. Okay. So, oh, see, look, I already knew it. We got the devil coming out. That's that passionate energy. Okay. A lot of very passionate energy between the divine masculine and feminine. And then we also have the Page of Cups, which is that energy of apologizing. Okay. And so I feel like they may even try to come back in, bringing this very sexual energy. And so that's why we have Work Me Slowly out. They want to draw you back in with that sexual energy in hopes that, if you don't accept their apology, at least you'll accept their passion. Okay. But some of them might be kind of manipulative in this energy. So you want to be a little bit careful with the devil card coming out, because it could be that they're not really ready to fully give themselves to you emotionally, but they are ready to give themselves to you physically and sexually in order to kind of soothe your emotions, or to at least reassure themselves that you're still thinking about them, or that you're still open to having them in your life. So be very cautious about that, because you want to make sure that they come back in the right energy. And that's why self-love is so important for the divine feminine, because see, some of them are still in this energy of still trying to figure out what they want and still exploring other options. And so that's why that devil energy is there. So they still have to work on getting rid of a lot of that toxic energy. Maybe some of them are still in their carnal nature, where they're still very, sexually driven, more focused on like root and sacral chakra energy, maybe overactive sacral chakra, where they might just, really have this insatiable appetite for sex, and they use that to manipulate others. Because as you can see with the devil card, this person is using their, they have their strings around this person's mind, okay? And so he might come in with that very tempting, because the devil energy is a tempting energy. It's the energy of temptation. And so I feel like that's why this song came out, because they know that that sexual connection between the two of you is very strong. And so yeah, I feel like they'll try to make up for where they're lacking emotionally in the bedroom. So be very careful with that. Some of y'all might want to just, say no. I'm going to take a step back from that aspect of our relationship or our connection until we can balance this thing out in other areas that are just as important. Okay. So let's see what's coming out next. So the masculine, this is Toni Terry with You. He's still in his ego, okay? Just looking at the way this video started off, the masculines are still in their ego. He just think he's so fine. And they are fine, okay? But they're still in their ego. So the masculine, they are listening to music and thinking about you. That love is going to take control of me. He said, I feel that love is going to take control of me. So it's an overwhelming feeling that the masculines have when they're with you. And they know that it's real, okay? He said it's for real what I feel. So they recognize it. They won't necessarily admit to it out loud, some of them, depending on whether or not they've balanced out their feminine energy. So let's see, what is the masculine telling you? So when you hear this song, what is the masculine telling you? Look at this. They're in their feelings right now, okay? The masculine is missing you. They're grieving. They're feeling like they've taken some losses. They feel like they've taken some losses by hurting you with all of that manipulative behavior. And like I said, the number 5 is coming out quite often now. So if you're seeing 5s often, it's just, a sign of what the masculine is going through, or the energy that's being projected. They love your smile, okay? It warms their heart. So the fact that you're not smiling because of their behavior, it hurts them as well. You see, he said he wonders why people do stop and stare and smile, and it's because The divine feminine and masculine unions are very unique. People recognize these divine unions, okay? Even if they can't define it, it's just something about the energy that's projected when these two people are together. See, he said it shines as rays of light on everyone in the world, and that's true. Because when we come together, we're healing to everyone and everything in the world, okay? He keeps saying it's for real what I feel. So they know. The same way that you as the feminine know that what you feel is real, it is real, okay? So when you ask yourself, well, am I crazy? Is this an illusion? Does he feel the same way? Yes, they do. They know it's real. Let's see what else is coming out for this song, Toni Terry with You. What is the masculine saying? So they're missing you. They're grieving not having you in their presence. So the death card is here, okay? I feel like they're recognizing that they have to transform because it says death and rebirth. They realize they're going to have to change some things about themselves. They realize they're going to have to put to rest certain behavior patterns and things from the past. They're starting to really do some deep reflecting, and all of these emotions that's coming up. They're like, okay, I know that this is real, what we have. And so there's nothing that compares to it. You know, they recognize that even others see the energy of the connection. But like I said, if you haven't come together yet, then that will be something that you notice. You know, people stare, they smile at you because it's just a beautiful energy that's projected here. So yeah, the divine masculine loves you very much. So let's see, we'll do a couple more. I'm gonna pull from another deck. Now we have Toni Braxton, I Love Me Some Him. Y'all let me know if you want me to do this again, okay? I love me some him. I love me some him. So, yes, the divine feminine, y'all, you love your masculine. I'll never love this way again. So you say, I'll never love this way again. Another man will never do. So as much as you're tired and you're ready to release, you wonder, does anything else compare to this emotion? So I got a different deck. Let's just see what comes out. Toni Braxton, I Love Me Some Him. So it says, I'm so sorry I hurt you. It says, I'm so sorry I hurt you. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, I can feel your pain. So, like I said, somebody wants to apologize. I feel like it's the masculine that wants to apologize to the feminine because, as you can see, the behavior pattern is generally coming. I feel like it's predominantly coming from the masculine energy towards the feminine. And so I do see that there's an apology. They want to apologize because they can feel the pain that you feel. Just like the previous song, Toni Terry said, when you smile, it lights up his day. So it's like when you're not smiling, it dims his day. He can feel it. And so I feel like with Toni Braxton being here, it's like you love this man. You love your divine masculine in spite of their behavior pattern. I feel like as a divine feminine, you could see it from a higher perspective, okay? They're still doing some work on themselves to heal. They're still having to die to old patterns, like you just saw the death card. They know that they have to go through this transformation. They have to change, okay, in order for this relationship to come together. And to have longevity and to be able to sustain the test of time and the different seasons, they have to do the work to level up. And so there's this recognition of the love between the two of you. So yeah, another man will never do, you know. So I'm just going to fast forward so we can move on to the next song. So they want to apologize. I feel like telepathically they are apologizing to you, and they're telling you they can see your pain. They can feel your pain. So the next song, this is Faith Evans, Never Gonna Let You Go, okay? So the feminine is again saying, Another Man Will Never Do, Toni Braxton. Now it's I'll Never Let You Go. This particular video, Faith Evans is out in the forest preserve, so I feel like the feminine are definitely getting outside and getting grounded lately. This is helping to balance out the energy. If you are not, then I suggest you do. Every day I'm not with you, I'm missing you like crazy. So she's saying, touch me down deep in my soul, because it's this recognition that the feminine has that we don't connect on a surface level, divine masculine and feminine. We go on a soul level. That's how deep these connections are. And so it's like Faith Evans in this song is saying, I'll never let you go, but also I need you to touch me down deep in my soul, meaning I need you to go beyond the small offers that you're making. I need you to give me something where I can feel you from, far deeper than surface energy, definitely going past sexual energy. So wanting more, something of substance, okay? So let's see what comes out with this song, Faith Evans, Never Gonna Let You Go. What's the message here? She's also by a body of water. So for those of you who live near water and it's warm, I suggest you go there as well. Maybe even take you a salt bath. That'll be very cleansing and balancing for your energy. So with this card coming out, I've lost all respect. I feel like the divine masculine maybe is losing respect for himself, or feeling as if the divine feminine has lost respect for him because of his behavior. Let me see. You can spend half a lifetime trying to find one like you. Yeah. I wished upon a star and it came true. So many of you did call in. You manifested your masculine. And so this is why you need to feel him on a deeper level, because you recognize that this is not just a regular connection. So what I have here is within a few months. For some of you, it's going to take a few months in order for things to balance out, or in order for you and your masculine to come together if you have not met this person, or in order for you to come back into union. But there's something about within a few months. Something is going to shift within a few months, okay? It'll be different for everybody. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have, I think of you constantly. So that is that energy of, I'll never let you go because I really love you so. I think about you constantly. This is like they're constantly on your mind, okay? And it's not just you. You're constantly on the masculine's mind. It's a mutual energy. So we'll see what's the last song that comes up here. And we'll go ahead and close out, okay? Hopefully this has been balancing for you all to give you some clarity. So this is Tevin Campbell, Always in My Heart. Tevin Campbell is making a comeback, okay? He's always had a great voice and great music, but these people, they let those who they want to shine. For some of you, it's going to be within a few days. You might get some communication. So the masculine is saying this. Where do they get off telling you that I'm not the least bit into you? So maybe others are telling you that this man doesn't care about you. But you feel differently. Okay. I love you more than words could ever. I love you more than words could ever show. So they can't necessarily say it. He said, I can't explain it. He has a hard time verbalizing his feelings. But the masculine wants you to know that in spite of what others are telling you about how he feels for you, he's saying, I have to let you know what's in my heart. If I never ever tell you I love you, just remember, girl, I'm saying I do. So the masculine may not be saying it to you outright because his throat chakra is blocked. There's something going on with his heart chakra that needs to be worked on. But he's saying, if I never tell you, just know that I do love you. And so that is that energy of you feel it in spite of whether he says it or not. You know in your heart what you feel coming from this man. And so he's verifying that. When you need someone to turn to, they won't be anywhere when things start falling down. Oh yeah. They're only in it to confuse you, so they can turn around and use you. But it can happen, it won't happen, girl, as long as I'm around. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Why do some people have to tell you lies? So your masculine, they want you to know that in spite of what they tell you, whether they speak it out loud or not, know that they love you, okay? So I'm going to just let this play through. I'll pull one last card, and I'll let this play through, y'all, because it's my song. I have to let you know what's in my heart. If I never say that I love you, yeah. Just remember, girl, I'm saying I do. And know that from this moment you were always in my heart, baby. If I never ever say that I love you, baby. Just remember, girl, I'm saying I do. The Eight of Wands. They're talking to you. So this is your masculine communicating with you. So some of you can expect communication, whether it's through text message or however they communicate with you. But the Eight of Wands is you are whatever it is that you're feeling. I feel like they're trying to tell you this telepathically. If I never tell you I love you, I do love you. And so many of you are picking up on that energy. And so it's not in your head. No, you are not going crazy, Divine Feminine. Your masculine loves you very much. They're going through some things. They're having to go through an ego death. They're having to put certain behavior patterns, people, places, and things to rest. They're having to go through that death and rebirth. And they recognize that there's no one else like you. Just like you recognize that there's no other connection that's like the one that you have with them. And so I suggest that rather than feeling as if you're being drained whenever you think about your masculine while you're in separation, use music as a tool of communication. Use it as a way of healing. Use it as a way of, again, picking up on those messages and really verifying what you already know you feel. So that's the message that I have for you all. I love you. And I hope that this was, it brought clarity to you. And again, if you want to do something else like this, if you want me to do this again, I'll be more than happy to, because I actually enjoy doing this. And if you want a private reading from me, email me. If you want my hair oils or my body oils, email me, and I'll talk to you all next time.